Two. It's time now for the Beauty Channel News Evening Report. Saturday, September 27th, 2014. 5 o'clock. Good evening, everybody. I'm Peter Wiggins here now. What's happening in the world? Our top story at 5 is a 40 is treated Thursday's beheaded at an Oklahoma food distribution center as an incident of workplace violence, but it's prompting raised eyebrows among some terrorism experts. Bill and Hillary Clinton have become grandparents after their daughter Chelsea Clinton gave birth to a daughter named Charlotte. Representative James Traficant, Democrat of Ohio, dead after a farming accident early in the week. Now, boat carrying actor George Clooney and his guest cruised in front of media boats in the Grand Canal on his way to the Mount Hotel ahead of his wedding in Venice, Italy. In Gleneagle, Scotland, the Taoiseach were in play and Phil Mickelson strode down to the first fairway in the Ryder Cup like he has done so many times before, and he's been benched for the Ryder Cup sessions on Saturday. The leader of Hong Kong's Occupy Central Port Democracy Movement has announced the launch of a Massachusetts Readers campaign as many times dressed as who have gathered outside government headquarters in central Hong Kong. Alibaba, China online shopping giant, completed the largest initial public offering in history, $25 billion on the New York Stock Exchange. Private Bursa Patmara, Turkey, the new U.S.-led airstrikes against Islamic State fighters failed to stop from the president assault on a strategic Syrian town near the Turkish border on Saturday, hitting it with a shell fire for the first time. Here, Mount Untake in Japan erupted on Saturday, sending a large plume of ash into the sky. Local authorities have warned climbers to avoid the area. William Hague today warned of a mushrooming threat from Islamic terrorism as two tornadoes struck aircraft carried out RAF's first combat mission over Iraq since Parliament-backed military action. Sanaa, Yemen, an al-Qaeda splinter group launched a rocket attack on the U.S. Embassy in Sanaa on Saturday, injuring several guards. PM says he will tell the truth in UN and repel lies and claims affronted Israel. A 16-year-old Oregon boy was arrested on Thursday after police say he brought a homemade bomb to St. Helens High School in St. Helens, Oregon, Reuters reported. Lancaster, New York, a youth aviation program takes a tragic turn after 2 people are dead and 2 others injured on a double plane crash on the Lancaster-Alden border. Nashville, Tennessee, 13 teenagers at a Tennessee juvenile detention facility overpowered the guard late Friday, took his keys and escaped despite a random security upgrades after a separate escape early this month. Airlines were still struggling Saturday to get back on schedule after a fire Friday morning in the Chicago Area Traffic Control Center forced the Federal Aviation Administration to stop all traffic for 5 hours and then slowly resume activities of assignment swaps. In New York, Bill Gross caught many surprise when he handed in his resignation after the firm he helped found a build over more than 4 decades. Morris Meyer, CEO, President, Director Yahoo, is finally shutting down its directory. While the whole world and media turned around so-called Mengate of Apple iPhone 6 and iPhone 6 Plus, NSA and FBI have turned toward the encryption codes of Apple iPhone 6. Apple has said that it would take use of NSA to break iPhone. As if things were getting bad enough for the legendary Ford Mustang, the EcoBoost 2015 model sends engine sounds throughout the vehicle speakers. The questions of whether the iPhone 6 Plus has a bending problem just refuses to go away. What's been missing from the debate so far is someone willing to approach the issue for a more scientific basis, but Consumer Reports says step by their challenge. Say hello to the anti-Facebook social media users of fuckthehello.com and invite only socials to with their service who wants to use its data and promises an ad-free user experience. With a September 20th launch of part-unknown series 4 on CNN TV, personality and chef Anthony Bourdain takes time at finger numbers about Mars. One jump out of you. RS-450 core after approximately $75 million as India crossed a technological milestone in this week by successfully injecting a spacecraft to the Martian orbit. Our research from a team including Colonel Alexander from Carnegie Mellon University came up with the fact that somewhere between 30 and 50% of the water of the solar system predates the sun. Washington, Liberian immigrants living in Rhode Island and elsewhere in the United States without visas won't be sent back to the epicenter of the Ebola crisis in West Africa for at least another 2 years, as President Obama's administration said. Madrid AstraZeneca said on Saturday it expected to be filed new lung cancer pill for U.S. regulatory approval in the second half of 2015, potentially disappointing for some investors who had hoped the drug might be ready faster. Oh. Alright, let's take a look at New England's alerts here. In Redford, Massachusetts, a dump truck versus a bicyclist. There, on Weston Jenks reported traumatic arrest with CPR in progress. Here to News on 504. Time now for a little Trevor report here on this Saturday. Evening internet shows 129 on the southbound side, slow from Beverly down for Peabody here on 129 on the southbound side, due to an accident on 128 near Route 93 to Reading towards some X-Man area. Mass back on the westbound side, accident near 290 and Norman starts backed up traffic from West Auburn down through Charlton on the westbound side, eastbound side backed up from I-84 and service all the way down to Charlton here. 128 on the southbound side, slow from Route 9 down through near Route 135 in Needham, due to an incident on 128 near Route 9. And Route 3 on the up in 495, ramp from 495 north to Route 3 south, an accident on the ramp, so traffic stops around that area. And Southeast Expressway, a little slow from the Pike all the way down to the Dorchester, Tiverton Tunnel, north, a little slow, but otherwise, a smooth sailing commute here, and Route 6 on the eastbound side, on ramp block at Route 14 Plainfield Street in eastern bound, and 610 connector a little slow as you approach Route 95. Take a look at the weather situation here at 506 here on this Saturday evening here. Our current conditions here at 5 o'clock, 83 degrees on temperature with a humidity of 40%, wind speed southeast about 5 miles per hour, barometer 12 inches, dew point about 56 degrees, and visibility of 10 miles. The heat index 82 degrees. Current conditions around the region here, it is a warm state on tap. Here 79 in Boston, 85 in Pittsburgh, 81 in Bedford and Gloucester, 82 in Beverly. It's 78 out in Worcester, 82 in Sturbridge, it's 81 in Norwood, 82 in Taunton, it's 81 in Bedford, 79 in Plymouth, 73 in Palmerston, 76 out in Chatham, 77 in Falmouth and Martha's Vineyard, 70 in Cape Cod Bay. It is 75 in Balkan, 77 in Westlake, 81 in Providence, 81 in Smithfield, it's 81 in New York City, it's 82 in Islip, 75 in Montauk, 72 in Long Island, 77 in Bridgeport and New Haven, it's 82 in Denver, 81 in Waterbury, 84 in Meriden, Perry, one's in Hartford and Windsor, it's 83 in Springfield, Paris 79 in Pittsfield and North Adams, it's 80 out in Albany, 80 in Bennington, 81 in Keenan, Jefferson, New Hampshire, it's 84 in Concord and Manchester and National New Hampshire, it's 83 out of Portsmouth, New Hampshire, and it's 79 out of Portland, Maine here. Alright, let's take a look at map situation around the country here. A stationary front off the northeastern coast of Mexico stretching down to the Gulf of Mexico down to north central Florida, not to sea. And another cold front in the northwestern Gulf of California stretching up in the southeastern California and up in Nevada. Stationary front from Utah stretching over to Wyoming down to South Dakota. Merging in the cold front from South Dakota up in the Dakotas and up in northwestern Ontario here. And another warm front from the northeastern Ontario and cold front from Quebec stretching in the northern Maine down to the Atlantic Canadian Maritimes there. And a front of from southwestern Pennsylvania down to West Virginia down to Kentucky, Tennessee, down up in the western Mississippi. And a front of off the North Carolina coastline here. Now a front of from southeastern British Columbia stretching down to northeastern Washington and Idaho, and a front of off the California coastline here. It is 79 degrees out temperature here in Boston, 77 out in Pittsburgh, it's 84 in Washington, D.C., 77 out in Atlanta, 86 in Miami, Florida, and Dallas, Texas, 77 in Brownsville, Texas, it's 80 out in Kansas City, 77 in Chicago, 75 in Detroit, 81 in Minneapolis and Omaha, Nebraska, 49 in Great Falls, Montana, 67 in Seattle, 72 out in San Francisco, 73 in Los Angeles, it's 80 out in Las Vegas, 92 out in Phoenix, 75 in Albuquerque, 86 in Denver, and 59 out in Salt Lake City, Utah. Here. Okay, let's take a look at. Alright, take a look at radar situation here around the country here. Yes. In our radar shows a line of rain showers and a few storms off the South Carolina coastline and southeastern North Carolina coastline here. A line of rain showers around Florida, a line of rain showers around the Gulf of Mexico and off the southeastern Texas, a line of rain showers in north central Mexico and stretching it up in the Falcon region, up in Nevada, eastern California, eastern Oregon, southern and north central Idaho, up in the western Wyoming and the Montana, and up in the southern Saskatchewan and up in the western Manitoba. Okay, satellite look here, and it shows line of clouds coming, spotty clouds around the Great Lakes, line of clouds coming from the Gulf of Mexico and the Gulf States and down to the southeastern United States, and another line of clouds from Mexico stretching and covering much of the western portion of the nation from California stretching to Nevada, down to the Falcon region and up in the Northern Rockies, up in the Northern British Columbia, Alberta, Saskatchewan, Manitoba, up in the Northern Ontario, and line of clouds from western Oregon here, and this is Rachel here. off the southwestern Mexican Gulf Coast there. As the latest on Tropical Storm Rachel here. All right. Let's take a look at forecast discussion around the country here. Okay. We got some upper level low over the intermittent west and showers of thunderstorms by the Gulf Coast and the southeast. The upper level pattern across the continent on United States features a pair of large coast mid to upper level lows. The first low over the intermittent west and will combine with a high available moisture to produce showers and thunderstorms from the Great Basin into the central and southern Rockies. Flash flood watches that affect parts of Utah and Arizona for local heavy rain. Scattered and numerous showers will develop along the Sachet Front with multiple waves of low pressure along it across the Northern Plains, followed by the upper Mississippi Valley and the infantry upper Great Lakes on Monday. Isolational showers and storms will develop as the front leaves the Rockies onto the high central and southern plains on Monday. A second middle level low will drift east northeast from Texas to the southeast and in present of instability from the upper low and the moisture transport from the Gulf of Mexico. Numerous showers and storms are expected to develop across the Gulf Coast and spread inland across the southeast Sunday and Monday. Higher available moisture spreads locally. Heavy downpours in the northeast and Gulf Coast and parts of the eastern Alabama and Georgia and true Carolinas on Monday. Over the middle of Florida, the greatest concentration of showers and storms expected during the afternoon hours and instability is greatest. In much area from the southeast, southern plains across Mississippi Valley to the Ohio Valley and northeast will remain dry Sunday and Monday as high temperatures Sunday and Monday are forecast to be in the upper 80s, near 90s, and southern plains in the mid 80s, and the central plains in the middle of Mississippi Valley. Here. And Rachel is now a hurricane here. It just got to a hurricane here. With 75 mile per hour winds, central location 20.3 to the north, 160.5 to the west, and movement northwest by 8 miles per hour here. Okay, let's take a look at the latest on Rachel here. It's now the 12th hurricane of the eastern northern Pacific season here. And there are no close water warnings. In fact, at 2 p.m. Pacific time, 20 UTC, the center of Hurricane Rachel was located near latitude 20.3 to the north, longitude 160.5 to the west. Rachel is moving toward the north-northwest near 8 miles per 13 kilometers out of the northwestward to northward motion with a decrease in forward speed. Is expected down on Sunday. A little moisture is expected Sunday and on Monday. Maximum sustained winds have increased to near 75 miles per 120 kilometers an hour with higher gusts and a little change of strength in the forecast for tonight, but weakening is expected to begin on Sunday. Hurricane force winds extend outwards up to 25 miles per 35 kilometers from the center, and tropical storm force winds extend outwards up to 60 miles per 95 kilometers an hour. That's been a minimum temperature pressure of 99 millibars at 29.21 inches here. Okay, let's take a look what is going on in our local forecast discussion here. High pressure will dominate over the southern New England tonight and tomorrow, bringing the summer-like warmth again as a backdoor front will move across New England, bringing a slight chance of showers Monday night and Tuesday. A coastal low pressure system will develop but stay to the south of the region during the middle of the next week. 3:30 p.m. update. No major change to the forecast of the remainder of the afternoon. Temperatures have started their downward trend as sunset approaches. Winds also go calm. Tonight, patchy dense fog tonight. High pressure overhead will continue to dominate the region overnight. Temperatures will be overnight since winds will be light and clear skies. Moisture was on the increase today, so I believe their patchy dense fog will be more widespread tonight compared to last night. Highest condensity across valley regions. Temperatures will drop down only in the low to mid 50s with a few upper 40s possible there. And I'm predicting that the upper 40s will be in much of northern New England there, but mainly in the 50s for around the region with a low 64 degree temperature reading from New York City here. And I'm predicting that the 40s in about northern New Hampshire and northern Vermont here. And records for this weekend. Boston will be 86 set back in 1998. Same goes for Providence in 86 set in 1998. Rensselaer 88 in 1998 and Worcester 85 in 1933. September 28th, Boston 90 lays in 1881. Providence 84 in 1943. Rensselaer 83 in 1959 and Worcester 94 in 1916. And September 29th, Boston set 88 back in 1952 and that went for Worcester in 1952 and Providence set 87 and Rensselaer set 86 all on September 29th, 1945, which is on a Saturday. And Boston been keeping the record since 1872, Worcester 1892, and Providence Rensselaer since 1905. Okay, let's take a look at our 7-day forecast. It goes like this here. For today, we are going to see some patchy fog after 3 a.m. tonight. Otherwise, Coast got low 52 degrees and calm wind. For Sunday, patchy fog before 7 a.m. west. Parts of the south got a gradually becoming sunny skies under 86 degrees and calm wind becoming Southwest about 5 to 8 miles per hour in the morning. Sunday night, patch back after midnight out west. Most of the coast got low 55 degrees and south wind about 5 to 7 miles per hour becoming common in the evening. Monday, increasing clouds with high near 70 degrees and a lot of variable wind. Monday night, chance of showers mainly after 1 a.m. Most skies got low 56 degrees and north-east wind about 6 miles per anticipation 30%. For Tuesday, chance of showers, most skies got high at 68, low about 55 degrees and anticipation 20%. Wednesday, part the and most skies got high about 66, low about 51 degrees. And for Thursday, part the got about 64 degrees with a chance of the showers on Thursday night with a low around 52 degrees. And transportation 30%. Friday, mostly clouds got high near 66 degrees. Friday night, chance of showers, most clouds got low 54 degrees and transportation 30%. And for Saturday, chance of showers, most clouds got high near 71 degrees and transportation 30%. Players, what a phrase of the evening. Nice night and tap and another stellar Sunday in store. This is BJ with you. Have a good evening with a good positive. I'll see you for the 11 o'clock report with news, weather, and sports. Have a good evening with a good positive. Here.